players surround themselves with a team of people who enable them to perform at the highest level. From coaches to dietitians to physios, they all help them achieve the absolute best. At the heart of this team is often a wife or girlfriend. These are the significant others.
I like to take no credit, honestly, for him doing so well, but I think it is a little bit of a team effort and team sport. I just like to kind of keep him calm and make him feel like he's in his element so he doesn't feel so out of sorts at certain tournaments.
My role is to make his life easy. So, yes, he just doesn't have to worry. I mean, he has enough to stress about with winning matches and just stay number one. So, yeah, just want to make it smooth runnings.
So what exactly does the role of a significant other for a pro tennis player entail?
Looking after his flights, making sure his passport is still in date, organising visas, booking hotels or accommodation wherever it may be in the world, looking after our house, the bills, pretty much everything that a regular 9-to-5 person would be worrying about in their daily life.
Definitely helping with tickets and hotels and food and keeping the family close but not too close.
For Italian player Fabio Fognini's girlfriend, there are positives and negatives to dating a successful tennis player.
Essere la fidanzata di un tennista è meraviglioso perché giriamo spesso, viaggiamo tantissimo.
To be the wife of a professional tennis player is marvellous. It's marvellous because we travel frequently. Every week we are in a different place and you have the possibility to see some amazing places. But just like everything else, there is a negative side to it, which is that you don't always spend a lot of time together, because it is not always possible for me to always travel with him, because I also work in the entertainment and fashion business. But when I am with him, I am very happy, because when I am near him, I feel like I can be helpful. He is frequently by himself or just with his staff and coaches. So when I can be around him, it gives him more energy and he can feel more at home.
So before I met Mike, I had no clue about tennis. I just showed up at Queen's, I was one of the drivers. All I knew was that tennis players would get in my car and I had to drive them to Wimbledon. That is it. Now, yeah, I'm pretty good. I know what's going on, which is always a bonus. And yeah, I like to be able to watch the matches and kind of pick up more and more as I go along. The pressure's on us almost because we can't help them out. It's just sit there and try and remain calm. But yeah, I get pretty nervous at the Grand Slams. And I'm normally generally quite calm until it gets to a final, and then my palms get sweaty and I get nauseous.
Sometimes I joke and think that it's harder for me to actually sit there and watch him play. Like you said, I have no control, and it is. It's very nerve-wracking, but I've learned that you have to be able to control yourself and your emotions, because the last thing he wants is to look over at you and you look nervous. So I've learned I kind of clench my fists and sit there peacefully. Definitely a lot of downtime on tour, but there's a lot of wonderful women as well that I can go and explore the cities that we go to a lot. I also am part of a jewelry company my sister and I started called Lauren Lynn, where we design our jewelry, so I'm always being creative and looking around for new ideas and pieces to design. I think it's really important to have something of your own, and Lauren Lynn is kind of my baby and my little business, so it's fun to be able to support Marty, but he also in turn supports me in my endeavors.
Next week on ATP World Tour Uncovered, presented by Rio, we say hello to Halle as the German grass court event welcomes Roger and Rafa. And there's just as much quality at Queen's. We're in West London as the Aegon Championships complement the start of the grass court swing. Don't forget to log on to atpworldtour.com for your 24/7 breaking news and talk with us on Facebook and Twitter. See you next week.